What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and special snowflakes of the internet, Dan here. And I wanted to talk about something that recently happened. Well, to put it simply, Blaire White decided to do a social experiment. And I'm going to go, Daniel, you already talked about Blaire this week. What, do you have a crush on her? No, there's been a lot of good shit happening this week. But she decided to do a little social experiment to see what would happen if she just wore a MAGA hat down in Hollywood. Now, I live near Hollywood, so I understand the reason and all that stuff. But what she did was she had her boyfriend wear it. They walked through West Hollywood and all that stuff. No harassment, but she's walking through wearing it. She wears it, walks through a crowd. And this she even said this was not intentional. And in fact, actually, the funny part, she said, "Hey, if I were living in like Alabama or Texas, she might be wearing a Hillary hat to kind of show, see what the effect was." Because again, we're a blue state, even though there are a lot of conservatives here. If the Republicans, there wasn't this immigrant platform on the Republican side, I'm pretty sure most Mexicans would be Republicans. I have a godfather who is Mexican and Republican. They do exist. They're typically older, earlier generations. But that's aside from the point of what I'm saying. So she walks through. Some guy in a pussy hat takes her hat from her and tries to play keep away, and then breaks her nail. And yeah, I get how painful it is. Many of you may not know, or you probably don't know at all. I've been in my fair share of accidents that ripped off, fingernails. I've been cycling. I did rollerblading, and I lost one of my thumbnails once. Luckily, it grew back. It wasn't, a bat. But, like, they ripped off her thumbnail, and then as they're walking, through, some lady comes up and, like, throws her drink in her face, which, to be fair, which was likely contained alcohol because it was kind of burning her eyes. I'm like, wait, and it kind of brings up something that I've always talked about, the concept of double standard. The fact that if her boyfriend was wearing, he's a bald black guy with a goatee, they wouldn't have fucked with him. But since there's a woman, it's easier. Here's the funny thing: is they somehow think that Trump is only white men, straight white men can be, and they forget the fact that many women are the reason why he got elected. Or what I thought is, what if it's like, oh, you're the reason why they're mad at her because you're the reason why we have him. Almost like, well, fuck you. Again, to be fair, Blaire was like, hey, if I were in a more Republican state, I would have worn a Hillary hat just to be kind of spiteful. I get it, that makes sense. But the problem is, again, it's just the Delta. I would have let it seen this, just for fun, as worn like a trans and proud thing, and to watch how them react. My thought is either the one person who threw the drink might have won. They might not know what to do, but my initial thought would be the male. It was a male feminist, a white male. See that? Like, you're a traitor. How dare you? Because here's the thing, and I've seen this. This is part of the double standard, and B, the kind of collectivist mentality we tend to see from the far left is that, hey, if you're not an ally, if you don't agree with everything we say, you're a bad person. You're a bad person because you don't agree with everything I say. Well, fuck you. I'm an individual. I have the right to take whatever the fuck I want, and I think that I agree with Blaire. I thought it was kind of fucked up, and that I'm well, lucky for her, the only damage was a broken nail. Luckily, it wasn't ripped out. It was just like bent here. It was bloody, but luckily, you know, that stuff heals. It was really kind of fucked up. But yeah, I was kind of joking, thinking in my head because Derek, you know, some black guy did a comment about, you know, it'd be kind of funny if because he lives not too far away. I mean, he lives in their county, but he lives near LA. And it would be funny if they said, "Hey, Derek, you know, to see how they'd react to a black guy doing it," because again, you know, see the different standards. Because, but my thoughts are lately is it's the fact that it's someone who shouldn't be with them doing it is what pissed him off. If I were to wear it, like, oh yeah, it's a white guy, it's a white straight, you know, blah 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 blah, wearing it. They probably think I was a Christian, even though I'm a fucking atheist. It makes me a religious minority. But again, this is kind of the bullshit we see. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Remember, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay beautiful, everyone, and peace out.